during our... Oh my gosh, we have a special guest for Dynatrap. Wait, you guys have to stick around for Dynatrap. You have to see our special guest. We have a lot of celebrities at QVC, but the biggest one ever is coming up for Dynatrap. All right, from Gusta Garden, the self-watering raised garden bed with cover under $100 for easy payments of $25. Now, we are super excited about this because for everyone who wants to get good results when they garden, you make this investment once and then everything grows better.
Yes.
Kylie Watts is here with us.
Hello,
Thank
hello.
you for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
So Gusta Garden has really blown up this year here at QVC. Everybody is loving what they're getting from this brand.
Right, it's a great brand that started in the heart of Europe with high quality materials, and it's all about making you a better gardener. So whether you're someone who loves to garden or you're just starting out, it takes all the guesswork out of it because one, this is a raised planter, so even if you're limited on space and you don't have ground, you can still grow your own fruits and veggies and flowers and plants. But this is also a self-watering planter, which means when you see that little line down low here, there's a 4-gallon capacity inside of this that you water from down below that allows your plants to establish really well because the roots go down and find that water, but also gives you days of water built inside. So if you want to go away, you don't have to worry about watering your plants.
I love it. Okay, so here are the colors.
Yes.
3 colors for you. We have light gray. Now this is an item where I think you might actually have some questions that we might not think of, like specifically for you. So Kylie will be on our live stream in just a few minutes,
yes,
and she can answer those questions. So if we don't answer your question, we're going to cover it for you. Here's your light gray. Here's your dark green, and here's the dark gray. Now, it comes with the cover. Dark green is the most limited, by the way.
Okay.
Comes with the cover, which you can use or you don't have to use. It's like your own little greenhouse, really.
That's exactly right. So what this is going to do is that's going to extend your growing season. So obviously when we were in early spring, if there was threat of frost, we can put this on over top. But then as we head past summer into the fall, again, threat of frost, we can put this on top. You can also use this to protect against pests. So if you have little critters, you can put this over top. And if you have high sun, you can put this over top to kind of shield out those rays. Ventilation built inside. But then as we look inside the planter, I'm just going to slide this over on my little lettuce right here. What you're going to notice, this is a very unique design inside of here. So there are intermediate floors, we call them, and this is all you have to do when you get it home. Pop these floors down, and that's what's going to give you your soil level, but then your water basin inside. You can see there's drainage holes as well, so that root system when you plant is going to want to go down and find that water. That's what's going to establish a healthier and happier plant. Also, what's nice about raised planters, you're not bending over. So if you have someone with maybe dexterity issues, you don't want to get on the ground because it's just too difficult, you can stand completely upright with this and use that. And I personally love it with anything that I'm growing with, like edible, like tomatoes or herbs or anything, because you can control the nutrient level. It's not seeping out into the ground, it's staying in your planter.
This would be really nice even to put all of Carolyn Gracie's Girl Next Door kitchen minis in here if you got that. The wood legs look really, really nice.
Yes.
And you can see here, things will grow better because they're getting the right amount of water. And if you go away for a few days, you don't have to worry about coming back to everything wilted. Now, I noticed you have it tabletop up here without the legs.
Yeah, so it's totally up to you. If you wanted just a nice long planter, because it's about 10 inches tall, about 10 inches wide, and 30 inches long. It's a beautiful planter that could go maybe on a ledge. It could also just go on the ground. If you didn't want to use those legs, you don't have to. And of course, it's not just for our edible fruits and veggies, but you could do beautiful flower displays. If you just want a great oversized planter that allows you to kind of take the guesswork out of watering, that's what this gives to you.
It's almost like an oversized window box.
Yeah.
So it really is so pretty. And depending on the size of your windows, maybe you have a window that looks out on your deck, put this under the window and you'll be able to enjoy the plants from inside and out. I have a question for you.
Sure.
For anyone watching at home, when is a good time to use the cover and when is a good time to be like, I don't think I need the cover? Like,
yes.
What does the cover do?
So I tested this last year, was one of the first samples that I got with it too. I germinated a lot of things that were early spring, like lettuce vegetables, for instance. The cover I used every single night to protect against the threat of frost. And then again into the fall. So again, when we get into those low temps at night, but then we raise back up, this will protect those tender plants from the threat of frost, which is great. So I think early in the season, late in the season. Then come summertime, if you get those really, really hot days where the sun is blazing and you just want to give them a little shield, this cover also will diffuse that light, which is nice. You see it's kind of like that frosted design. And then to me, like you said it earlier, it's like having your own little greenhouse because that's going to help keep that heat in. You do have the ventilation built inside.
So if it's hot, actually heat can escape. You just turn the ventilation. I also really like the fact that if you do have a very hot few days in the summer, you can maybe stop the sun from scorching your plants, but still let them breathe. But the other thing that happens when it's really hot, everything dries out so badly. That's actually not going to happen here, because you're going to be able to fill this with water, and it's going to take care of your plants for you. And you know, I can never tell, like, I go out, I'm like, do the plants need water? Do they don't need water? I like the idea of I can just fill this up and it takes care of itself.
It does, and it's a 4-gallon capacity in here. So we're gonna show you a little animation of kind of how that water wicking actually works. So
this is like your larger plant.
Oh yeah, this is the biggest one from Gusta Garden right there. So once your plant's established, you will water in that basin right inside of there, holds 4 gallon. And what that's gonna do, that water is gonna wick up into the soil and then actually force the roots to go down into the soil to seek out that water. And that's how we establish a really healthy plant. If you're simply just top watering, you're not giving those roots the opportunity to get down there, to get the nutrients and actually establish well. So that's why this planter is really nice. Plus it's just that extra reservoir. So for me, I love, like, we were in drought conditions last year. My plants in these planters were so much happier because it bought time then in between watering. So you weren't out there every single day having to water. And then if it rained, it actually gathered in here as well.
Oh, that's so smart.
But you know when you need to water from that reservoir.
Smart. And I love that when it rains, the water gathers, because I have some things where, like, I'm like, are they getting too much water? It will put it right in that reservoir, giving you always the perfect amount. So here are your colors. This is the dark green, which is actually more of like a medium green, but we're calling it dark green. That is the most limited. We also have it in light gray and dark gray. 4 easy payments of just $25. We dropped the price to under $100, so you're saving about like almost $30, getting it home for $25. Thank you so much, Kylie. Are you joining the live stream now?
I'm going to head to the chat, and I can't wait to see the special guest.
So QVC.com, jump on our watch party, and if you have any questions about that raised gardening system from Gusta Garden, well, guess what? Kylie's your lady.